31-109.
You know, what's pretty cool is watching these highlights with two hoop heads. They appreciate the NBA. The college basketball season is around the corner, and while the men's side has been wide open the last few years, there's only one program that continues to dominate on the women's side, and that is UConn. All-Americans, Breanna Stewart and Kalina Mosqueda-Lewis, with us in studio this morning. And guys, you can't avoid it. You're going to hear it all season long. Back-to-back titles, undefeated season. What's the one thing, looking back, Kalina, that really stood out from last year's run?
I think just the way that we were able to play as a team. You know, it probably didn't seem like a tough road to everybody else getting there to the Final Four, but we had, you know, our own trials and tribulations that we had to go through with injuries.
What were they? Because I know injuries for you, but what else were there as a team?
We had a lot of people actually just be in and out last year, losing Morgan. I mean, Kia got hurt for a little bit, and I feel like our team, we always have some type of bumps and bruises along the way, so we have to work through that. But
you guys raised this standard too, where you can't, a loss is considered a big deal, especially in this part of the land here. And Breanna, when you look at Gino, he's got this tough guy or a Philly kid, tough talker with the accent, but he cried. That's the one thing that really stood out during the celebration here. He cried after you guys got the win, his 9th national championship. Did that surprise you? What was behind that?
I think it surprised a lot of us. We saw him afterwards and we're kind of like, this is not coach, what is he doing? But the fact that, you know, it was such a fun season, we were able to go the whole way undefeated and, you know, really finish it on a great note for Bria and Steph, and at the same time separate him from everyone else.
Did you give it to him? Did you give it to him? I mean, come on, he was crying, because I'm sure he would give it to you guys.
I think we kind of forgot about it, actually.
Yeah, we kind of did. I think we were like, oh, he's crying. Okay, we won.
Yeah.
Oh, we won. We move on. Yeah. Okay. Now, how would you describe your relationship with Gino? Because you're the best player in the country. You're an All-American, unanimous choice, most outstanding player the last 2 years in the Final Four national championship. He's really hard on you, Breanna, in practice, on the court. How would you describe your relationship?
Well, I think I would describe our relationship as, you know, I think it's definitely grown. You know, freshman year, I was like, why is he always picking on me, like that kind of thing. And, you know, understanding that, you know, he sees that I have so much potential and he wants to help me get to a place that separates me from every other player in the country. And, you know, just realizing that in practice, he's pushing me to be the best person I could be. And, you know, the fact that he's on me all the time is, you know, what you want as a basketball player. And
but when did you realize, all right, I got to take this in stride. I can't take everything personal?
I think, you know, it had to be somewhere in the freshman season. It was up and down, and then kind of figured out that, you know, me and Coach are on the same page, and you know, we had a great postseason after that.
What's the best thing playing for Gino? There's not one thing that stands out or separates?
The best thing. Yeah, I guess it probably would be his intensity and how, you know, into every single thing he is, whether it's on the court, whether we're out to dinner. He literally probably has an intensity about the wine he drinks, the food he eats, the basketball we play.
Now, Kalina, obviously, Breanna is going to be the focus in a couple years when she has the opportunity to go to the WNBA. You are projected by many to be the #1 pick in next year's draft. Do you think about that? I mean, and also dealing with injuries last year and making sure you're healthy?
Yeah, I think about it. I try to focus on now and still being in college and taking advantage of it, because I know once I leave it's going to be a lot different. But I'm excited to take the next step and, you know, hopefully be the #1 draft pick and go somewhere where I can play and have fun still.
Breanna, you had a very cool experience. You were with a special team that Gino took representing the United States, the only collegiate player. You guys take home the gold in Turkey last month. What was that experience like that you can take and help you with this team this season?
Well, it was an incredible experience. I think the fact that, you know, I was able to spend a month with the best basketball players in the world, and, you know, just learning from them. They're so successful at where they're at right now, and just being able to learn as much as I can and take it back to UConn, and, you know, the intensity at which they practice and play, and just try to rub that off on my team.
I know you love Skittles. Do they sell Skittles in Turkey? Could you have the access to the Skittles?
They do sell Skittles, but it's kind of weird. Like, it's like the sugar or the sourness is on the inside. I don't know, it's weird.
Did you eat it? Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Did she eat it?
All right, now when you mentioned UConn, guys, 9th national championship, undefeated teams for any other program, that's a big deal. For you guys, though, you're competing with not the teams in the now, you're competing with past UConn teams the last 2 decades. How much do you guys think about that process and trying to I don't want to say compete and beat out those teams, but just maintain the level of this program's excellence, Kalina?
I think our coaches do a really good job of making sure that we remember the teams that came before us and the people who built our program. I mean, when you think about it, all the past players like Diana Taurasi and Sue Bird and Rebecca Lobo, those are some of the best women's basketball players that have ever played the game. And, you know, we have a lot to live up to. So we try to, you know, do our best to live up to that reputation every day in practice and every game we play.
Your styles compared to Dirk Nowitzki because of your length. You're 6'4", but your wingspan is 7'1". Let's give the audience an idea of how long it is. Look, come on, let's get matched up here, all right? Go out like this. I want to see. Let's show them how you match up. Look how big. Oh, my goodness. And that's why, guys, this is why she is such a tough defensive matchup out there on the court. Good luck to you guys. Breanna Stewart, Kalina Mosqueda-Lewis, thank you guys. UConn undefeated. The season starts in a matter of weeks.
Well, really, in a matter of about 48 hours, a lot's going to be decided.